Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Big smile on my face. Why? The sun is shining. I'm here in Yorkshire and I've come to Wakefield. And interestingly enough, I've come to a fish and chip shop that a very good friend of mine, Danny from Rate My Takeaway, has highly recommended for me to try. He reckons these are some of the best fish and chips he's ever tried, ever. Now his mum and dad owned a fish and chip shop, and for him to turn around and say these were as good as his mum and dad's fish and chips, they must be good. Look behind me, George A Green Fisheries. It's got a car park at the back, it's got some bench seating here, so beautiful day, I'll be able to sit outside here. It's got some lovely, lovely plants as well, and I see it's won some awards for the bloom as well, for the local Best in Bloom or something along them lines anyhow. So yeah, a recommendation from Danny. It's got to be tried, isn't it? As always, let's give it a go. I'm trusting you here, Danny. I am trusting you. Hi there.
Hiya.
Okay, I'll go for your fish and chips, please.
Yeah.
Large one there.
The big fish.
The big one.
The big one.
Yeah, please. I'll have a fish cake as well. One of your scallops. Small peas, small gravy, small curry sauce.
Yeah.
And I'll have a bottle of water with that as well.
No problem.
Is that a good choice?
Perfect choice.
Hey, what can I say? Brilliant
Bit of
stuff.
everything there.
Now my mate Danny says these are the best fish and chips in the whole of Yorkshire.
It would know it comes a lot.
Okay, what do I owe you there?
£20 and 20 pence.
Do you know, I don't think I've got any change on me. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. I have got change, yeah. 2020. Wow. Wow, wow. Oh, here, what fish is it, by the way?
It's haddock.
Haddock. Oh, even better. There you go, 2020.
The big fish.
Yeah, why not?
One we do.
Well, yeah, I suppose. Is that the one, yeah? £9.50?
That's the normal one.
That's a normal one?
That's the normal
Oh,
one.
no, I'll have the normal one.
You'll have a normal one?
Yeah.
Right, let's take the special off then. Let's see some fish.
That's a normal one?
That's the normal one. The specials are like that.
No, just the normal
Just
one.
that one. Right, so you need that back.
Okay.
17.20 on that.
17.20.
Yeah.
Okay, great stuff. Crikey, that's a normal one. Mad.
There you go.
That's great stuff. Thank you very much. Looking forward to this. Normal one. And you do scraps as well?
Do you not get scraps downstairs?
No, don't get scraps, no. Oh, we're going to sit in your...
Yeah, don't need to keep them open for you.
Yeah, that'd be great stuff. Thank you. Wow. And salt and vinegar on the old chips for me as well,
That's all here.
Oh, lovely. That's all there. It's all going on, isn't it?
And we've got the pickled onion vinegar too.
Pickled onion vinegar.
Yep.
Never had that before. Definitely going to try that then. Pickled onion vinegar. Never had that before. Wow. Please take a close up on this. Chips are incredibly dark in colour, but everything is cooked in beef dripping. I am so pleased I did not ask. I asked for the large portion of fish and they said, are you sure the large one? Look at the size of that. Oh yes. Again, beautiful colour to it. Really dark. But this is mesmerising me. So this is £9.50. Look at the size of that fish cake. That is outrageous. Then you've got the two scallops there. But that is outrageous. I can't wait to dive in. Gravy. Curry sauce. And mushy peas. Straight for the cod. Even the haddock. So, if you take a close up, you see the gnarly bits all there. I'm just going to cut into the middle. Oh gosh. Take a look inside. Wow, oh wow. but it's about the flavour. I've already put salt and vinegar on the chips. Oh. Danny, you haven't got a clue what you're talking about. You reckon these are the best fish and chips in Yorkshire? I'll tell you, that's some of the best fish I've tasted, but it's the batter. Beautiful flakes and beautiful colour to that haddock. Oh God. To say that haddock is moist is an understatement. Beautiful. And the crispness of the batter. Quite a few times on the channel I've turned around and said, oh, the batter is tasteless, you know, you can't get any flavour to it, you can't get this, you can't get that. That is incredible. The last time I had fish and chips on the channel, I was in New York. Guys, when I criticised it, and I had some people in New York saying, no, our fish and chips aren't too bad. This is fish and chips. Wow. I'm actually struggling to describe it. With the beef dripping, it's added another level to the actual flavour. Chips. Not limp. They're awesome. I just remember Danny said, you're going to have a problem when you start tasting the chips. So why is that, Danny? He said, because you might be able to stop. It's incredible. Oh, they are so good. Now the colour would actually it's quite off-putting, because you look at it and you think, well, no, they're burnt, they're overdone. Oh no, no. Into the gravy. Mix it around. There's some onion in that gravy. Dip, dip, dip. Nice consistency, clinging to the chip. It's very beefy. Oh, that's good. Now, I wouldn't put gravy on a beautiful piece of fish like that. I'd just use them with the chips. Curry sauce. Chippy curry sauce. Well, it would be, it's a chippy, isn't it? That's very good as well. Sweet, tangy, fruity. I'm impressed here. My nemesis. Now, how many comments am I going to get from Australia saying mushy peas should not be on fishy chips? On fishy chips, on fish and chips. There's quite a few whole peas in there. Oh wow. They're the best I've had on the channel. They are the best. Right level of sweetness to them, perfectly mashed down, and then you have the texture where you have whole ones in there as well. I was like, I'm picking that up to drink it. Well, I am mesmerised at the moment, absolutely mesmerised. And then you come on to this guy. Now, so this is £9.50. So I do not get the large one. I mean, I'm not trying to stop customers from getting the large one, but if you're getting a large one, I think a family of four, I'm exaggerating a bit, but I imagine if it's that big, then it's just going to be too big for one person, without a doubt. Onto the fish cake. Again, I was going to get some scraps. I'm glad I didn't now, because there's enough scraps on this. Look how big it is. Look at the size of it. Whenever I'm down south and I ask for a fish cake, you get one of them hockey pucks things that are really, really thin and all the rest of it. And they're about £3, which this one is as well. I'm going to open it up just so you can actually see what's inside. So you have the crispy batter on the outside, then you've got a layer in here of potato, then you have the fish, then you have another layer underneath of potato, and then the batter underneath. That's a huge amount of fish. Let's try it. That is very tasty, but take a look. The fish itself is a little bit on the dry side, so that has let it down slightly. Portion wise, there's no complaints. £3 for that. That's a meal. You don't need any chips, do you? Because you have the layer of potato, then obviously you got the fish, then you got the potato underneath, and then you got the texture of the crunch, all the rest of it. The star of that is still the batter. Definitely the batter. Onto the scallops. £50. Oh gosh, that is good. A little bit greasy, but it's going to be, isn't it? Is it over the top? A little bit on that side, and that one doesn't look it. No, that one there isn't greasy at all. All in all, gonna wet the whistle. Had to pinch that line, Danny. That is very good. The fish and chips themselves are outstanding, absolutely cracking. Love the scallop. Had the fish in here not being that bit dry, I would have been raving about it. The condiments here, mushy peas, the curry sauce, and the gravy. All in all, brilliant, really good. Great recommendation, brilliant recommendation. And I am not going to argue here. I'm simply going to share, because when you have fish and chips that is this outstanding, you've got to be massively impressed, and it's only right that everyone gets to dive in. Super addictive. Let's put some of you over there. That is tasty, and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots. I might get another one of them with the mushy peas. I'll give you my final thoughts very, very soon. Great recommendation, absolutely awesome. Just before I dive in there, just want to actually raise a point here. The owner made a very valid point to me. He said the price of haddock over the last 3 months has actually doubled, and they're trying desperately not to pass that on to the customer. He said, but with the overheads going up, as in the fuel costs and all the rest of it going up, it's a real struggle for them. And I can understand why, because when you've got quality this good, then it is. And the other final part of it, he said, and they're expecting the prices to go again. So I'm beginning to actually have a lot of sympathy for some fish and chip shops, without a shadow of a doubt. Especially when they're doing this kind of quality. Smile on my face. Why? Absolutely fantastic. Danny did tell me it's one of the best fish and chip shops he's ever visited. And Danny, you're completely right, mate. You certainly know your fish and chips, and as you said, you compared it to your mum and dad's, and I can understand why. Wow. I actually think I'm going to start off with the fish and chips just on their own. The deep colour to them, and I think that's because they've been cooked that bit longer, so it's taken in a huge amount of the beef dripping flavour. The haddock itself was absolutely fantastic. The flavour of them chips, oh my gosh, they were so good. So good as a combination. £9.50. And you can get a bigger one there. I think you can get a normal one, £6.50 with chips. I think that's great value. Wow. I'm just saying wow. If I'm marking it just on the fish and chips, I'm giving that a 10. It's a simple 10. They were up there with some of the best fish and chips I've ever had on the channel. Then it comes to the fish cake. £3 for that fish cake. There was a slight letdown because the mushed up fish that was inside there, that was just a little bit on the dry side. But again, the flavour of the batter on the outside, that elevated it completely. Did you see the size of it? Okay, that's exaggerating, but that is mad. As I say, you guys, most places, especially down south, they're little hockey pucks and there's no flavour, there's nothing in there. That just needed a little bit of help and a little bit more seasoning in there. But that, I thought that was fantastic. And the 2 scallops, 2 for 50p. Nice bit of potato in there, great crunch with the batter. Then you come to the condiments, and the mushy peas, the best I've had on the channel. And I do mean they were incredible. I like the flavour of the gravy. Again, it had a nice beef flavour, and then it helped with a little crunch of the onion in there as well, and you could taste the onion. And the curry sauce was just normal chippy curry sauce. So altogether, all of that together was brilliant. You heard the price, £17.20 for all of that. The water's nice and refreshing as well, £1 for the water. What do I think? What marks I'm going to give it? Overall, I've got to take a bit off because of that fish cake, but I'm thinking, I'm being naughty. I'm being really naughty doing it. Why didn't I just have the fish and chips? I should have just had the fish and chips. On this occasion, both of us shared that, and we both had the same opinion, me and the cameraman. It was like, whoa, 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 stop. This is absolutely fantastic. Marks I'm going to give it. Well, I've told you the fish and chips is 10. It's easy 10. Oh gosh, please don't criticise me. Do not have a go at me here. I'm giving it a 9.5 out of 10 overall. Danny, I want to really thank you for the recommendation. It was worth coming all the way up here to Wakefield. You said it's well worth the drive, and you're absolutely right. It was worth the drive. Have you been here? George A Green Fisheries. I'll definitely come back here. I promise you, if I'm ever up in the area in Wakefield, I will definitely come back. Do check out the opening times, because it does vary on different days and all the rest of it. But brilliant. Car park at the back. You've got a seating area there as well, so it's all that. If you can like and subscribe to the channel, you know I always appreciate it. And what I'd appreciate from your end is there's many recommendations for great fish and chips throughout the whole of the country, anywhere. And I do mean anywhere. Actually, I'll tell you what, I need a couple in Wales, because I've been up to Scotland, I haven't had fish and chips in Wales, and I am coming to Northern Ireland, so I will need a couple in Northern Ireland as well. Guys, thank you very much for joining me today. Beautiful weather, wonderful food, wonderful all round. Got to be careful crossing this road. You know, my crossing skills are not the very, very best, but I have got a smile on my face. Cheers. Brilliant. Nice and clear. Clear one way, clear the other way. Look right, look left, look right again, and cross. Quickly, Gary, quickly, quickly, quickly.